Kickoff is at 7, and so we will keep an eye, and we'll keep eyes and ears on that one. But we'll talk to both Gary Bateman and Luke Queen in about 4 minutes or so. Of course, there's Lewisburg at Paola tonight. Paola looking to finish off the regular season undefeated. In a matchup where somebody has to pick up their second win of the season, Osawatomie is at Baldwin, and somebody does. Just could take all night. We don't know. Somebody will get their second win of the season. Uniontown at Linden, Humboldt at Osage City, Santa Fe Trail at Perry-LeCompton, Prairie View at Anderson County, Lebo at Meridazine Valley, Chitopa at Waverly, Altoona Midway at Crest. That's going to lead us to our first break of the night. And when we come back, we will talk with Gary Bateman about this matchup tonight with Ottawa High taking on Tonganoxie. And then we'll follow that up with a classy discussion with Luke Queen about the KOFO high school football game of the week. So we will take our first break of the evening. You're listening to Friday Night Lights on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO, KOFO.com.
Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast.
Hi, this is Angie at the Roasted Cafe. We're open Wednesday through Saturday, 6 to 2. Sunday is breakfast all day, 7 to 1. Monday, 7 to 2, and closed on Tuesdays.
Tonight, widespread frost after midnight, otherwise mostly cloudy with a low of 28. Tomorrow, widespread frost before 10 tomorrow morning, otherwise mostly sunny with a high of 49. Tomorrow night, overcast with a low of 38. Sunday, a 30% chance of showers mainly before 1 in the afternoon, overcast with a high of 48. Sunday night, a 30% chance of showers mainly between 1 in the morning and 5 in the morning, overcast with a low of 27. Monday, a 30% chance of snow mainly before 1 in the afternoon, overcast with a high of 33. Monday night, overcast with a low of 22. Tuesday, a 20% chance of showers and snow before 4 in the afternoon, partly sunny with a high of 38. At 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Comfort Maker has a full line of heating systems that take the worry out of winter. They're also designed with convenience in mind when paired with the Observer communicating control with Wi-Fi capability that lets you remotely adjust your home comfort settings. Call Adamson Brothers today to discover how Comfort Maker heating systems gives you complete confidence that you'll stay toasty all winter long. Enjoy peace of mind all winter. Comfort Maker. Call 785-242-9273 or find us online at adamsonbros.com. Comfort Maker. Comfort with confidence.
Richard Neinstead here, City Manager. It is a simple task to wear a mask. We wear a mask to protect others. If you don't have one, please come to City Hall and we will give you one. Please protect others.
Flood exterior stains. Great for decks, fences, and siding. $30 to $35 per gallon at Ottawa Paint, Frames, and Decor. 109 South Main in downtown Ottawa.
Dr. Sarah Cross, board-certified emergency physician at Advent Health Ottawa.
We have noticed that people are trying to put off their care sometimes because they're so worried about coming to the hospital and encountering other patients who might be sick. But one thing we do notice is that if people put off their care, sometimes they end up more sick than they would have otherwise. When people are sick, we still want to see them. We want to make sure that they are getting the care they need right away and not delaying their care because of fears of COVID.
At Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you. Visit AdventHealthOttawa.com.
Napa Auto Parts has locations in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Osage City.
Have you ever wondered what it would really be like at one of those fall festivals in a Hallmark movie? Well, tomorrow, you'll come pretty close at the Ottawa Fall Harvest at Legacy Square, sponsored by the Ottawa Main Street Association from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Ottawa Fall Harvest will feature homemade items from local craftsmen and women, food trucks, music for your entertainment, pumpkin carving, and more, including a KOFO live broadcast in the morning. The Ottawa Fall Harvest will include social distancing and masks are required. Come one, come all to the Ottawa Fall Harvest tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Legacy Square in downtown Ottawa.
This is a hideaway storm shelter. Get yours at Trendle Lumber, 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
Walgreens has always been there to help make your healthcare easier. From making sure you have the prescriptions you need to answering any questions you have about them. Now, the question is, we make Medicare easy. $0 copay on Tier 1 generic drugs when enrolled in a plan with Walgreens as a preferred pharmacy.
Care. Whether it's your business or your family's health, The more care you put in, the better it will be. United Healthcare knows the difference care can make. It's why we offer plans that support your physical and mental health. And it's why we connect you to care whenever you need it with 24/7 virtual care. Because like you, United Healthcare knows what care can do. United Healthcare. Plan benefits may vary.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
We are live. That's right, live. Live. We are live here on Friday Night Lights on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com. And now it's time to bring on a man who is a poet laureate of KOFO and East Central Kansas, the man who all the poets look up to. It's Gary Bateman. Gary, welcome to Friday Night Lights.
Well, Bob, I heard that you started off the program tonight with a haiku, so I thought maybe I'd write a quick one for you here.
Let's go.
Okay. Cyclones' last home game. They're playing Tonganoxie. Cold night for football.
Yes. All right. And you never know what to expect on Friday Night Lights, but we are now...
we're just trying to broaden your horizons just a tad.
We are culture. That is what we are here on Friday Night Lights.
That's right.
Well, this is an interesting game for so many reasons. And by the way, thank you so much for providing all the breakdown on the playoff information, because you need a scorecard, a bingo card, and maybe a Ouija board to figure out what's going on with all these games.
You know, when the High School Activities Association went to this a couple of years ago, it really made things very interesting, and it's almost impossible to say until the last week of the season who's going to be where. One thing, I mean, we don't yet know where the Cyclones are going to end up. They have to win tonight to move out of the 16th spot, but if they do that, they could move as high as 13th potentially. Now, Tonganoxie is most likely going to end up being the number 3 team on the east side of the 4A bracket. But, you know, if Lewisburg would upset Paola and Fort Scott would lose tonight, they could move up to 2, I think, is the best they could do, because they'd end up with a same record as Paola, and the Panthers have the tie break on them.
This is, and that's what, like you said, makes this so interesting. And it keeps something to play for here in this last part of the season. I mean, for the Cyclones, who have had their struggles and have faced some uphill battles, including the last couple of weeks because of the shorthandedness of the team, there's still something to go out and fight for tonight.
Absolutely, and it is their final home game. So, you know, there'll be a good crowd on hand here. They had senior night, of course, at the beginning of the season, because we weren't sure what was going to happen with COVID-19. But, you know, there'll be a lot of people out here rooting this Cyclone team on, and especially these seniors. And Coach Rob Hedrick talks a little bit about them coming up in our interview here in about 30 minutes or so.
So, Gary, how do things stand with the Cyclones? Are they back to a deeper bench than what they have been the last couple of weeks?
Well, here's the thing. They only had 16 last week. They've got their full roster out there. The JV players are able to play this week, but they haven't played a game in 2 weeks. And so you have to worry about that a little bit. Now, Coach Hedrick said that he was glad to have all those folks back out in practice. And as we've talked about before, Ottawa was looking to try to get to a 2-platoon system. I don't know that they're there yet, and especially with some of these players not having an opportunity to play the last couple weeks, but it's certainly got to help matters. You don't have the starters out there on the field going both ways for the entire football game.
That would definitely help out. Unfortunately, I think the Cyclones, with just being so shorthanded, they've been so gassed in those final periods of play the last few weeks. So just being able to have some extra bodies for rest might do wonders.
Well, it certainly can't hurt.
But the question is they're going against a Chieftain squad who has had a really good season once again, and with so much on the line state bracket-wise, the Cyclones are going to have to really play their best game of the season here tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, Tonganoxie's dynamite. They're a lone loss coming to Paola, 35-28. Last week, they shut out a 6A team, Shawnee Mission East, 35-0. They have scored a lot of points. They have a great offense, and they played good enough defense, certainly, to keep you at bay. And so, yes, you're right. Ottawa has its work cut out for them here this evening. They're certainly going to have to move the football better than they did last week at Lewisburg, and they're going to have to come up with a way, if that's possible, to stop Tyler Bowden. He's rushed for over 1,700 yards this season. And if you stop the running game for Tonganoxie, they just go to the air. Blake Poggi and Dallas Bond are a great mad hookup. They're a good duo out there, quarterback and tight end. And the Chiefs just have so many ways, so many weapons offensively.
And Gary, I'm going to say my key for tonight is going to be, I think the Cyclones offensively getting some long drives and grinding some clock and trying to keep that ball out of the Tonganoxie offense's hands.
I think that could be key. If they can move the football with some consistency, they can perhaps shorten the game a little bit, and I think that works to their advantage.
Well, Gary, we will be waiting for your pregame show and the kickoff coming up at 7, and then hopefully we'll see a Cyclone victory here tonight.
That sounds great, Bob. We'll look forward to coming back with you in here about 10 minutes or so.
All right, Gary, thank you for joining us. We'll talk to him again next week. But now it's time to bring on a man whose traveling caravan has been all over the eastern part of the state of Kansas and maybe have dabbled a little bit into the central part. He's got fans everywhere. His mystery machine with banners are flying. It's Luke Queen, as we bring him on to talk about the KOFO High School Football Game of the Week. Luke, how are you doing?
Wonderful, Bob. How about you tonight?
Oh, fantastic. The followers with you?
Oh, absolutely. And, when it's Franklin County schools going against each other, it's just it's a sellout crowd wherever.
Well, I hear Luke Queen Bobblehead Night is coming. Is this true?
Oh, well, I don't want to give away any secrets, so I'm gonna keep that under wraps for tonight.
Well, if you can hook a brother up, just let me know.
Will do.
This game tonight, both teams are into the playoffs, but they're playing for some seeding, so it's an opportunity to maybe stay away from some of those higher seats for a little bit and maybe pick up a victory or two in the bracket.
Absolutely. Winner of this game will finish as the District 2 runner-up, and with that, you get to host a first-round playoff game next week and not have to travel on the road and face somebody with possibly, that higher seed. You get to be the kind of have the hammer in that situation, hosting the game here at your place.
What has gotten into West Franklin the last few weeks? We have talked about at length, especially the part of this season and last season, the offense has just really had their struggles, and now all of a sudden the last few weeks has just exploded.
Well, a lot of it, from what I've, gathered from people around their program, is maturity. A young team over the last couple of years and trying to put the pieces together and just do what they, what the coaches are looking for. And it's really becoming a lot of maturity on the offensive line. Quarterback McCullough is starting to, be able to read the options off of the RPOs that they're, that they're kind of running there, and being able to read the defenses and make good, quick decisions with the ball in the backfield. And, defensively, it's up front that they're just coming around as a defensive unit and just not allowing much on the defensive side of the ball.
Now, Wellsville on the other side, they've had their struggles, but have got a couple victories. And what about them? Are we starting to see maybe some maturity with the younger squad?
I think so. Same thing, very young at many different positions. And, you start that, Dylan McCarty, just a sophomore, starting this year under center and, getting his feet wet early on in the year. Had a couple tough teams early on in the season when you're talking about look at the season Burlington has, and that's where Wellsville got to open up, and then taking a tough one on the chin when Anderson County was playing their best football early on and was really healthy, losing that one in the last, 15 seconds. And then since then, even with an extra break and changes in the schedule due to COVID, have really started playing some good football as the last 3 weeks.
What does West Franklin got to do here tonight to put away the Eagles?
Really, I think it's going to be taking care of the football. Wellsville has a tendency defensively to create some turnovers. They've got good defensive backs when the ball's in the air, a good front seven, and have been known to create some issues and cause some fumbles or some issues on the defensive side. So West Franklin's going to have to hold on to the football, and they got to be able to get those chunk plays. Get 8 yards every once in a while. They can't just stick with 2 and 3 at a time. Got to get maybe 8 or 9 or a big 20-yard play to keep drives alive and keep working it down the field.
Luke, you're going to have the call for this one coming up at 7 o'clock. You'll hit pregame at 6:50 on KOFO.com. Have a good call tonight. We will talk to you next week.
All right. Thanks, Bob. Enjoy it.
All right. So that's a lowdown of what's going to be on with the games we are covering. Again, Ottawa High against Tonganoxie here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and also on KOFO.com. And then just on KOFO.com is the KOFO High School Football Game of the Week as it features West Franklin and Wellsville. Let's take our final break of the night. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up. You're listening to Friday Night Lights on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.
Hey, it's Tim from the Gun Guys. The zombies are coming alive again. Grab your guns and make sure you're at the 6th Annual Zombie Shoot, Thursday, October 29th from 4 to 8. This is a 50-round course and can be shot with either rimfire or centerfire guns. Cost is $15. For more details, visit the Gun Guys on Facebook.
I am Mike Bruner, candidate for Kansas Senate District 12, and I ask for your vote on November 3rd. Check us out on Facebook at Bruner for Kansas, paid for by Bruner for Kansas, Tom Wigan, Treasurer.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? Stop by Home Base in South Ottawa and get ready. Home Base has all your winter stripping needs for doors and windows and installation. Heat tape and heat lamps, thermostats, tank heaters for livestock and heated pet dishes, and heaters for inside and out. Stop by Home Base in South Ottawa or check out their website at homebaseusa.com. And don't forget, ask about their loyalty program for further savings. Home Base, family owned since 1917.
The far left is pouring tens of millions in out-of-state money into Kansas, trying to buy your Senate seat. Because liberal Barbara Bollier would be another vote for their radical agenda. Bollier and Democrats would mean more government control of your health care. Bollier fought to expand Obamacare, even supports a public option that could force rural Kansas hospitals to close, eliminate employer-provided health insurance, and raise taxes $2,000 a year. Democrats want the biggest tax hike in history. The job-killing Green New Deal would even change the rules to add extra liberal justices to the Supreme Court to rubber stamp their far-left agenda. Liberal Barbara Bollier would put radical Democrats in control, and she'd stand with them, not Kansas. The NRSC paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. NRSC.org.
When it comes to assisted living, cost is always a top concern. But Rock Creek of Ottawa wants to put the cost at the bottom of your list by offering 3 months of assisted living at half price. Assisted living at Rock Creek for married couples or singles include laundry services, dining, on-site therapy, free transportation, medication and daily living assistance, and much, much more. All at half price for 3 months. Call 785-242-5399 or visit rockcreekofottawa.com. Rock Creek of Ottawa. You're the reason we're here.
Hiring can be challenging, but ZipRecruiter makes it fast and easy. We talked to Monica Starks, who needed to hire for her company, GS Group.
As the owner of a construction company, finding the right people is a very difficult task. So I use ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter finds the right people for your job and actively invites them to apply.
With ZipRecruiter, we've hired everyone from accountants to project managers to field scientists.
And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Before Olay, having dry skin was a struggle. Turns out, my old body wash was the problem. New Olay skincare-inspired body wash with vitamin C, collagen, and hyaluronic acid improves skin 3 times better versus the leading body wash after 14 days, based on clinical moisture retention. And now helps stop dry skin before it starts with new Olay Rinse-Off Body Conditioner. Find new Olay skincare-inspired body wash online or in stores.
Care. Whether it's your business or your family's health, the more care you put in, the better it will be. United Healthcare knows the difference care can make. It's why we offer plans that support your physical and mental health. And it's why we connect you to care whenever you need it with 24/7 virtual care. Because like you, United Healthcare knows what care can do. United Healthcare. Plan benefits may vary.
I'm Dave Edwards, host of the KOFO Early Morning Show. KOFO is looking for someone who'd like to get into the exciting field of radio. It's a part-time gig in the news department Saturday mornings, but it could go just about anywhere. No experience is necessary, but must have your own transportation. If you're interested, email me at kofo@kofo.com. No phone calls, please. KOFO is an equal opportunity employer.
Hello? Is this thing on? Of course it is. It's Friday Night Lights here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO. We're about just a little over 60 seconds away from getting you to the State Farm Keith King Ottawa High pregame show. And Gary Bateman has the kickoff at 7 here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com. Don't forget, 10 o'clock tonight, Eric Peterson will have the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show, giving you a rundown of this final Friday night of regular season play in high school football, scores and updates and wrap-ups from all the games around the state of Kansas. That's at 10 o'clock here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll be on the air with you starting at noon for Ottawa University Braves pregame. Kickoff will be at 1 as the Braves have their first road game of the year as they'll take on the Bethel Threshers in North Newton. So that's going to wrap it up for us here this evening. I want to say thank you to Lars Johnson keeping us on the air. I want to say thank you for listening to us here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO. I'm Bob Johnson. We'll talk to you again next Friday night.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone football on 1220, 103.7 FM, and online at KOFO.com. Our pregame coverage of Ottawa Cyclone football is brought to you by your local State Farm insurance agent in Ottawa, Keith King, at 111 South Main. Our coverage is also being brought to you tonight by Quality Structures Incorporated, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, and Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. Our Cyclone game sponsors also include Kansas State Bank, Ottawa High School, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Arvest Bank, and the Ottawa Herald, CarStar, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, and the City of Ottawa. Now let's head to the field for Ottawa Cyclone football and join KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman.
And good evening, everyone. We're live at Steve Grogan Stadium here tonight as the Ottawa Cyclones take on the Tonganoxie Chieftains in the final game of the regular season here for 2020. And we welcome you to the State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King pregame show here on KOFO. Keith is at 111 South Main in downtown Ottawa and can make sure you have all the coverage you need. Give him a call at 242-9435. Tonganoxie comes in 7-1. They're the number 3 team on the east side of the 4A bracket, while the Cyclones at 1-7 following their loss last week against Lewisburg, and they are the number 16 team. So Ottawa looking to possibly move up. Tonganoxie is most likely going to stay at 3rd, but they could move up as high as 2nd with a win here tonight, coupled with a Fort Scott loss. We're going to come back after this 2-minute break and talk to Ottawa head football coach Rob Hedrick. You're listening to the State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King pregame show here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones. Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no-fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
And back here on the State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King pregame show here on KOFO, and we welcome you to the Rob Hedrick Show, our weekly interview with Coach Hedrick, preceding tonight's game between Ottawa and Tonganoxie. Last week, Cyclones struggled against a Lewisburg team that really kind of manhandled them. The final score 35-7, and Coach Hedrick said it was a rough evening for the Cyclones all the way around.
We did. We couldn't keep up, and we got pushed around a little bit Friday night, and it was a long night for the boys and the coaches, and it just, we didn't play well, and Lewisburg.
Coach Hedrick mentioned that both the quarterback, Wes Getterman, and the tailback, Ben Weideman, had big games, and they hurt the Cyclones both inside and outside with their running.
Yeah, they did. They put up big yards, and you know, we weren't even coming close to getting off blocks and defeating blocks and making tackles. And
Coach Hedrick, the Cyclones struggled to move the football themselves, got almost nothing going on the ground during the course of the game with the Wildcats after having a good offensive game on the ground against Bonner Springs. And Coach said it was rough moving the football all evening long.
No, it didn't. And honestly, you know, that first, it got to a point where I thought really the only chance we had of moving the ball was throwing, and, you know, throwing verts and trying to find, you know, spend the passing game. And then we couldn't even do that. So then with a big play we can have, and that safety tried the interception. And Friday night, I think, you know, really the only column in the stats column there and running.
Game got away from the Cyclones pretty early, mostly in the second period when a couple of turnovers led to scores for the Wildcats. They tacked on another score in the third period. Ottawa finally got their offense going a little bit in the fourth period, and it was somebody we hadn't seen at that running back spot very much this season, Wyatt Sink, who came in and made a bit of a difference. And Coach Hedrick talks a little bit about what that difference actually was.
Yeah, it was nice. Like I said, Wyatt brought some nice energy, and I think the O-line responded really nice there and getting some movement on their D-line and linebackers. And, you know, had
And Coach Wyatt Sink had been injured and had not seen hardly any action on the offensive side of the ball. He played quite a bit defensively, but he came in that final quarter and that last drive when the Cyclones put their 7 points on the board, he really came through.
Yeah, he did. He ran the ball real hard, and Aaron been running, Clevenger and Zon Wood been running the ball well. Vaughn is calling creases and run the ball hard too. It's just, he late in the game, even in the first half of one, he's got a little lower center of gravity than Aaron, getting in there and into the line, that 1 or 2 yard game. And he dragged several balls 4 yards. So that's what it is. He's just a hard job. He would have got more carries earlier in the year, ACL tear, and he just wasn't in play both ways,
And now with Sink being able to come in and add that type of a running option for the Cyclones, they've got 3 different styles of running backs. And not only that, Noah McCullough, who runs the ball well as well. And so now Ottawa High has several different ways to move the football depending on what the situation is.
Yep, we do. And I think all 3 of them are good out of the backfield catching the ball. I think all our running backs are. And so that's a nice weapon to have. It's just we have to do better. And I'm not saying anything that we need to do better on the block, much better in the run and pass games. We're here.
And we'll be back to talk about tonight's opponent, the Tonganoxie Chieftains, after we take this time out. You're listening to Keith King, State Farm Insurance Agent pregame show here on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones. Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no-fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
And back here on the Rob Hendricks Show, we had a chance to talk to Coach yesterday about the game here tonight against Tonganoxie. And the Chieftains, as we mentioned earlier in the pregame, coming in at 7-1 on the season. Ottawa, for the most part, playing for a chance to maybe move up in the seeding. If they could upset the Chieftains here tonight, they could move as high as number 13 in the playoff system in Class 4A on the east side of the bracket. But a win tonight would give them an excellent opportunity to move out of the 16th spot. 16th spot most likely is going to have to go to Paola next week for a first-round game against the Panthers. And Coach talked a little bit about what it's like to play for the seeding and for pride.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. It looks like either way, in 1 or 2, we're going to be playing either Paola or Fort Scott in Week 9. But that's what I think what we're focusing on tonight is just performing better individually, which will lead to.
We talked about this during Friday Night Lights, but Tonganoxie has a lot of offensive weapons, and they score a lot of points. It's going to be a tough task here for Ottawa High tonight to stop Tonganoxie on the offensive side of the football.
Yes, they do. They have some good kids, big tight end that they throw the ball to a lot. But honestly, and I don't know why they throw the ball. I think they throw the ball because they get bored running it. They have Tyler Bowden in the backfield, who's already run yards on the year. A fan of football and a fan of the game. He's one of the best running backs. So he's.
I asked Coach Hedrick a little bit about what Bowden's running style is. Is he going to be running mostly between the tackles, or is he going to try to get to the edge? Cyclones have had trouble with teams trying to get to the edge here in the last couple of weeks.
They run almost all zone read stuff, and they just they lock up with their men and let him find the holes. So he's tackle, but he'll end up bouncing it every which way. And he catches the ball well out of the backfield too. So I think.
And if you could stop Tyler Bowden, which is a big if you could stop him, then you've got to contend with the passing game of Tonganoxie, which is also potent with Blake Poggi. He's a senior, and he's a very good quarterback.
He is. He's got some nice weapons. They do a good job. They're a good team. And, and the thing, even if you try to focus on and taking away, Bowden in the backfield, they've got a couple speedy receivers and a big tight end that they can throw to. And like I said,
I also asked Coach what we might see from Tonganoxie defensively as the Cyclones go on the offense.
They're going to go with the 3-4 again. They played a little bit different than what we've seen earlier in the year, but it's the same concept. Cover 2, they're going to play a lot of cover 1 all over the field. Very aggressive defensively on the defense. Where I heard try to keep those linebackers hurt coverage on some play action stuff, but
this is the last regular season home game for a number of Cyclone seniors, and Coach Hedrick talked just a little bit about what those young men's contributions have been both to the program here and also to the school as well.
Yeah, that's sad. Every year, sad to see these kids go, but we got so many of these kids that they were 4-year players, and you just, it's really why you coach. You watch these kids grow up and mature, and this is what they've done outside of football with their work. Great, they've worked hard, in the win column, but they've never got their them to work every day and work hard.
And after being down the JV roster for the last couple of weeks due to a COVID-19 concern, everybody's back tonight. The Cyclones still had to play with just 16, and Coach Hedrick was very excited about that.
It was. It was nice to have everyone back at practice this week. It was lonely, and the kids are happy to be back. And freshmen got a game in last night against Lewisburg, and everyone's happy to be playing again. So it'll be nice to have.
And we'll be back with more here on our pregame after we take this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Cyclone fans, stand up and cheer. Ottawa debit cards are here. Show your Cyclone school spirit with an exclusive Ottawa High School debit card, available only at Arvest Bank. Get yours today by opening a new checking account or upgrading your existing Arvest debit card. Even better, each card supports the Booster Club. Arvest encourages you to support local students and their after-school activities. Stop by their location on 3rd Street in Ottawa to get your Cyclones debit card today. Arvest Bank, member FDIC. Fees may apply.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Are you a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts? You may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened, but your time to file a claim is limited. Call 800-882-9958. That's 800-882-9958 for more information. As a result of thousands of victims filing sexual abuse claims, the Boy Scouts have filed for bankruptcy protection, and the Bankruptcy Court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. If you are a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts, you may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened. Call for more information with one of our compassionate counselors today. Remember, the Bankruptcy Court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. Call 800-882-9958. That's 800-882-9958 today. Your call is completely anonymous. For more information on this claim, go to officialbsaclaims.com. Sponsored by Mark J. Byrne and Partners, LLP.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
By the COVID-19 bug here of late, our KOFO game of the week tonight is over at Wellsville, where a couple of Franklin County teams playing for seeding heading into the 2A playoffs. Wes Swanklin traveling to Wellsville tonight. Luke Queen is up there to bring you the play-by-play call of that one on KOFO.com. The winner will finish second in the district, and they will host a first-round playoff game next week, while the loser will have to go on the road. Central Heights playing for a playoff spot tonight. They're at home against Pleasanton. A win will vault the Vikings into the 1A playoffs. A loss to Pleasanton will mean that Central Heights will finish their season with a non-playoff game next week against either Horton or Troy. Piper is at Bonner Springs tonight. The Pirates are 4-3 and playing for seeding Bonner Springs at 1-4, their lone win against Ottawa High. Baldwin is hosting Osawatomie. That game tonight is being played at Eudora, and a Baldwin win would put them second in that district, and they would host a first-round playoff game in Class 3A next week. Osawatomie is locked in at number 5 in the district. They'll play a non-playoff game next week, and they would host Royal Valley next Friday night. It's Lewisburg and Paola in the renewal of that Miami County rivalry. The Panthers, of course, undefeated, coming in with a record of 7-0, while Lewisburg is at 4-3 after last week's win over Ottawa High. Panther victory would ensure them to be the number 1 seed in Class 4A East. And Lewisburg, of course, wanting a win to make sure that they could play at home in the first round of the playoffs. And now we're going to pause for just a moment here as the Ottawa High Pep Band gets set to play our national anthem.
And we invite you to remain.
Oops, now we're going to, just a second here before we get that going.
At this time, we ask that you please stand. Remove your hat, place your hand over your heart, and direct your attention to the flag at the southwest end of the field, and join the Ottawa High Marching Cyclone in the playing of our national anthem.
National anthem before this evening's football game. Let's get back to the schedule here in the area tonight. Eudora is at Spring Hill. The Cardinals come in at 2-5, while the Broncos are 2-3. They lost a couple of games to COVID. Prairie View is hosting Anderson County tonight. The Buffaloes have already clinched a playoff spot, while Anderson County is playing for pride here after dropping 4 in a row. It's Uniontown at Linden tonight. The winner of that ball game finishes second in the district and hosts the first-round playoff game. Osage City has wrapped up the number 1 spot in that district. They're at home tonight. They play Humboldt. Santa Fe Trail is at Perry at Lecompton this evening. It's Lebo at Meridazine Valley, with the Trojans looking for an upset there and possibly moving up in the district. They've clinched a playoff spot. Most likely will play Waverly next week. The Bulldogs are 3-3, and they're hosting Chetopa tonight. And don't forget, we have the high school football scoreboard show coming your way this evening at 10 o'clock right here on 1220 and 103.7 FM. It's Ottawa University football tomorrow afternoon. The Braves travel to North Newton to take on the Bethel Threshers. Should be a big ball game, and KOFO will have it for you beginning with pregame with Bob Johnson at 12 noon. And then Bob and Casey Weeder will bring you the action from Bethel tomorrow afternoon. The Braves come in 2-0, coming off their win last week at home against McPherson. Cold evening for football. The wind is blowing hard. It is blowing from the near side of the field to the far side. It will not help either team. It's not that type of a wind here this evening. In fact, it'll probably hamper the passing game either direction. So running the football will be at a premium here tonight. And of course, Tonganoxie has probably the best running back in Class 4A in Tyler Bowden. Cyclones will kick it off to start the ball game. Tonganoxie will receive, moving left to right. Reese Fogel will tee it up for Ottawa. Bowden is back deep along with Sam Kleindoski. There's the official's whistle. And we are set for football. End over end kick. It'll push Kleindoski back to the 6. He's across the 15, 20, right up the middle, and across the 25. Now breaks into the secondary, and is finally going to be wrestled down across the 40-yard line. So that is a 37-yard return, and Tonganoxie has good field position to start their opening drive. The quarterback is senior Blake Poggi. His running back is Tyler Bowden. Chieftains have twin receivers each side here on 1st and 10. 4-man Cyclone defensive front. Poggi will throw. Now scrambles away, throws it downfield, and overthrows his intended receiver at the 40-yard line. So good coverage by the Cyclones that time. Poggi had to scramble away from pressure, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Hey, what was the background?
One other thing we'll try to keep up to date with you tonight, and that is the World Series Game 3. Dodgers and the Rays tied 1 apiece. Handoff Bowden off the right side. He's across the 45 and into Cyclone territory at the 48-yard line before he's brought down. Aaron Quillen made the tackle for the Cyclones. It'll be a 3rd and 2 situation for the Chieftains. This time, Kleindoski will line up in the backfield. Poggi will work from a shotgun formation. Bowden again on the handoff with runner blockers in front of him down the sideline, and he is going to go all the way 48 yards, touchdown, Tonganoxie. Well, that was just a pretty straightforward play. It was supposed to go off tackle. Bowden had a blocker in front of him, got to the sideline, and was not touched.
Other linebackers playing like in a 90.
In to try the extra point is Jackson McWilliams. Kleindoski will hold. And the kick is up and good. Timeout on the field with 11:02 to play in the first period. Tonganoxie 7 and Ottawa nothing. We're back in 30 seconds with the kickoff. You're listening to Ottawa High Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
3 plays, 56 yards on the drive, and it was the senior Tyler Bowden with a 48-yard touchdown run to put the Chieftains on the board. Single man drops back deep for the Cyclones. I'm thinking that is Noah McCullough, but we'll double check. Now, somebody coming out later on here for Ottawa, they were short a player, it looked like, or wanted to substitute somebody. McWilliams will kick it off. And it'll be fielded by McCullough at the 13. He's to the 20, 25, 30, 35, and out to around the 38, maybe the 39-yard line.
I don't know what. It looked like he was across the body. Yeah.
So that's where the Cyclones will start their opening drive.
When do we ever come kick a middle anyway?
7-0 Tonganoxie. If you just joined us, third play from scrimmage, the Chieftains score. Out of the shotgun, McCullough looks to throw on first down. Out of the flat, the pass is caught. And out of bounds at about the 43 goes Jose Richards. That'll be a gain of 4 and to bring up a second down 6. Ottawa sends 3 receivers right, 1 left. Running back is Aaron Clevenger. Keeping is McCullough on a busted play. Tries to turn the corner and gets back to the line of scrimmage, running out of bounds. And being chased there by Dylan Splinkle and Brandon Martin. 3rd and 6 upcoming for the Cyclones.
Third and 6.
Again, Ottawa sends 3 receivers right, 1 left. Looking to throw McCullough out the flat once again to Richards. He's got the first down. He's into Tonganoxie territory and brought down finally at about the 47.5. So Ottawa moves the chains.
Oh, Blake is coming up on the guy.
Wyatt Sink comes into the Cyclone lineup. And the Cyclones will go from the wishbone formation here. Tonganoxie with 9 in the box. Handoff goes to Sink. And he pushes his way forward near the 45 for a gain of 2. Seven nothing Tonganoxie, 9:30 to play in the first period. Reese Fogle comes in with the play call from the bench. He'll split out right as a wide receiver. Empty backfield. Trips right, Twins left. Little bubble screen out in the flat to Fogle. And covered well by Tonganoxie. He got maybe a half a yard, and that's about it. So 3rd and 8 coming up for the Cyclones.
Hey, on that Bowden play when it went to dive, Bruce standing up too much. He's not playing low. Roll out here.
Ottawa on 3rd and 8. McCullough's going to go under center. Wings each side. Man comes in motion right. Pitchback goes to the deep man, Wooden, and Wooden fighting his way forward, but is going to be stopped shy of the first down by about 5 yards. The gain on the play of 3, and we'll bring up a 4th down and 5, and don't be surprised if the Cyclones go for it here. Really have nothing to lose here tonight.
Even though they're cold, we can still run it. I think that's all what they're thinking.
Late player coming into the ball game. And looks like Ottawa is going to elect a punt. Wooden in punt formation. Gets the kick away. And it goes out of bounds. Far sideline. It'll see where they mark it. At the 15. So a 27-yard punt. And Tonganoxie will start from its own 15-yard line, leading 7-0. Chieftains will come up.
Yeah, they're in left eight.
Poggi will work out of the shotgun. Bowden to his right. Poggi will throw out in the flat, has a man. Across the 15-20, down the sidelines, and a good tackle along the sideline made by Colin Creech. Stop that from going any farther, but they got it out to the 34. That's a gain of 19. Not enough red jerseys out in that area. First and 10 from the 34. Trip receivers left. One man split this side. Play clock at 10. Poggi to throw once again, and the pass is batted down. That was Calvin Wilson that knocked that pass down, so second down and 10. Handoff Bowden left side. Bowden across the 40 out to about the 41. He gained 7 on the second down call, 3rd and 3. Poggi calling signals. Bowden gets the carry again, has the first down, and is out to midfield before he's wrestled down. So the Chieftains move the chains, 1st and 10 at midfield. 6:44 to play first quarter. It's 7-0 Tonganoxie. Clyde Ostie in motion, handoff Bowden once again, and Bowden into the secondary. There he goes. All the way to the house, 50 yards on this run, touchdown Tonganoxie. And the disconcerting thing about this is he was not touched once again. Good blocking, big hole, fast running back. That's a recipe for a disaster if you're a defense. McWilliams will try the extra point. Falls down, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field, 6:25 to play in the first period. Tonganoxie leads Ottawa 14-0, and we're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
When was the last time you gave someone you care about a gift? Just because. It's not their birthday, not a holiday when they would expect it. It's just another day. And they're getting a new set of earrings, a new bracelet, a new ring, recreated from a family heirloom. just because. It doesn't have to be a special occasion for you to visit Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff can help you pick out the right gift from their vast selection anytime, even when it's just because. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main.
85-yard touchdown drive by the Chieftains, and they made it look easy. Final 50 covered by the All-Stater, Tyler Bowden, and it's 14-0. McWilliams will kick it off. Another high end over end kick, far side. It's going to bounce. Cyclones need to pick it up. That's a live ball. Nobody went after it. The deep man for the Cyclones thought if they let it roll, it would just be a touchback. And Tonganoxie recovers at the 7-yard line. Oh, my. What were the Cyclones thinking? First and goal, Chieftains.
I'm just so confused. What is it? Hey, what is it? D-Mark.
Poggi rolling right, looking to throw. He's got a man in the end zone. Touchdown. Dallas Bond with the reception. And just like that, it's 20-0.
Why didn't he jump on it? He just didn't watch it. He thought you were playing mind games, Coach.
McWilliams will once again try the extra point. Good rush by the Cyclones. Line drive kick splits the uprights. Kick is good. With 6:19 to play in the first period, Tonganoxie 21, Ottawa nothing. And we'll return in 30 seconds with the kickoff. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones!
One play after the botched kickoff situation, and Tonganoxie now leads at 21-0. This time, I believe that's Reese Fogel back deep. At the end of the first quarter, Wellsville and West Franklin, nothing. Good ball game up there. It's our KOFO game of the week. Tune in to KOFO.com and follow the play-by-play call of Luke Queen this evening. Another end over and kick far side. Fogel will let it bounce, and this time it's going to roll out of bounds. Paola has taken a 6-0 lead over Lewisburg. Panthers are Ottawa's likely opponent next week. That game would be played at Paola. Ottawa starts this drive from the 35, 1st and 10.
All right, they're in 8. Left A.
McCullough will work from under center here. Fakes. Throws deep down the field. The man is open, and that is going to be pass interference. Hit him right before the ball got there. Cyclone receiver, who I believe was Fogel, was open. And it'll be a pass interference penalty on the Chieftains. Dodgers have jumped out to a 1-0 lead over the Rays in the first quarter, or first inning rather, of their World Series Game 3. Ottawa has it at midfield, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun this time, handoff goes to the deep back, and a couple of yards out near the 48. I think that was Wooden, but we'll double check the number. Second down and 8 for the Cyclones with 5:46 to play in the first period. Strong start by Tonganoxie. They lead 21-0. Blitz being shown. Hand off to the deep back, and he won't get back to the line of scrimmage. Loses a couple back to the 50. Wooden on that carry, and 3rd and 10 for the Cyclones. Eudora leads Spring Hill 8-0 at the end of the first period.
3-1.
Trips right, single man left. McCullough out of the shotgun. Steps up, throws, and threw short of his intended receiver at about the 44 of Tonganoxie. It might have been better served right there to tuck it down and run it. But a punting situation.
Jesse James.
Clyde Ostie will drop back deep, waiting Wooden's punt. Good snap. Kick to the far side, and that one is going to go out of bounds. That one kicked it almost straight out of bounds. Official coming up. Where are they spotting this? All the way back at the 29. That does not look right. Now they're going to say it went out at 35. That's a better spot. First and 10 for the Chieftains there, with 4:33 to play in the first.
Right now, I need to run a.
Poggi looks to throw. Pass is tipped and nearly intercepted. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Three receivers right. Clyde Ostie goes in motion left now. Hand off Bowden. Bowden hit behind the line of scrimmage and fights his way forward for maybe a yard, and that's about it. So that time the Cyclones defended the run well. And it'll be 3rd down along 8. Tonganoxie comes up quickly, working from the shotgun. Poggi, 5-step drop, throws it deep down the field. He's got a man open, the catch made inside the Cyclone 40 and brought down immediately. That was McWilliams on the reception. And the play covers 27 yards, first down, Chieftains. Cyclone still a 4-man front. Handoff goes to Bowden off the right side, finds a bit of a hole, gets it down to the 32 before he's brought down. Tackle made by Nate Livingston, who had been out for quite some time, and he has to come out of the game here. Might have gotten a stinger. Gain on the play of 4, 2nd and 6 at the 31. Poggi looks to throw, throws it downfield, nobody there. Evidently a missed route, and it'll be 3rd and 6. What do we got? 2:42 clock stopped here in the first. Tonganoxie leads 21-0. It's Bowden trying to get around the left end, and he'll be hit and dropped shy of the first down, I think. Let's see where they spot him. Well, they gave him a generous spot. And looks from here like he probably did get the first down at the 26. Yeah, they're going to measure. Spring Hill has scored. Eudora still leads 8-7 that game in the second period.
I'm not sure. It looks like it, but there won't.
Chains brought across, and it is short by less than a half a yard. Fourth and about a foot. At the end of one, Baldwin leads Osawatomie tonight 13-0. Fourth and less than a yard. Bowden, big hole, breaks a tackle, headed for the end zone. He's in once again. Touchdown, Tonganoxie. Again, McWilliams to try the extra point. Good snap. And the kick is up and good. There's a timeout on the field with 2:04 to play in the first. The score is Tonganoxie 28, Ottawa nothing. Had the kickoff for you in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Football on KOFO.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
65-yard touchdown drive by the Chieftains, and they lead now 28-0, just 10 minutes into the game. A couple of score updates. Wellsville has scored against West Franklin. Eagles lead the Falcons 8-0, and Prairie View all over Anderson County. That game is still in the first, and it's 24-0 Buffaloes. Williams will kick it off. Vogel is once again deep. Line drive kick this time. Vogel will field it at the 12. 20, 25, 30. Nice return. He's across the 40 and all the way out to the 42. 30 yards on the return, and the Cyclones have good field position to start this drive. At the end of one, Pleasanton leads Central Heights 8-0. Vikings need a win to secure a playoff berth. That game being played down at Central Heights tonight. Ottawa on 1st and 10. Handoff going to Creech, trying to turn the corner, and he's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. Bond came up from a linebacker's spot and made the play at the loss of 5. McCullough hands it off this time to Clevenger, and Clevenger gets it across the 40, gets 4 to bring up a 3rd down 11.
Cleveland's got to rip over that. He filled with the wrong shoulder.
Eudora with the score. Extra point is no good. 14-7. Cardinals leading Spring Hill. Here it's 28-0 with less than a minute to play in the first period. Tonganoxie with the lead. There's a screen pass out to Clevenger. He's going to be hit and dropped for a loss. Back at around the 39. Chieftains got good pressure that time on McCullough, and he got it to Clevenger, but not in the position where Aaron could do anything with it. And it's a 4th down situation. Cyclones may elect to run the clock out here. They head toward the sideline. That is what they're going to do. At the end of one period of play, the score is Tonganoxie 28 and Ottawa 0. We'll be back in 1 minute, and you're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Taking every precaution because bringing your vehicle in for repair shouldn't make you worry about your health. We offer contact-free drop-off of your vehicle and we'll return it cleaned and sanitized. Call 242-8916 CarStar. Stay safe and relax. We'll take it from here.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your local IQ marketing expert today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
Cyclones face a 4th and 12 to start the second period. So Fogel this time will punt. Gets a good snap. Gets a line drive kick away. That's going to hit, take an Ottawa roll inside the 15, inside the 10, all the way to the 1. And did they down it? Did they get it down? No, it is a touchback. Ottawa got down there, but too late. 61-yard kick by Fogel, but it'll bring it out to the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. A couple of score updates for you. Eudora did make the 2-point conversion on that touchdown against Spring Hill. They lead the Broncos 16-7. Piper over Bonner Springs 8-0 with 10 minutes to go in the half, and Wellsville has scored again. They lead West Franklin 15-0. First and 10, Chieftains. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Handoff goes to the deep back, and that is once again Bowden. He is breaking tackles, gets it across the 30 all the way out to the 33. Check that. That is not Bowden. It was Bowden. 13-yard pickup.
87 just let go. 87 just let go.
First and 10, Chieftains. Poggi will throw. Has a man wide open out in the flat. He's across the 40, 45, across midfield, and to the 49.
Come on. That was his. He ran a key.
That was James Eaton, senior tight end. And an 18-yard pickup. Chieftains in Cyclone territory at the 49. 11:04 to play in the half. Tonganoxie going without a huddle. Poggi again will throw, steps up, throws a deep ball down the sideline, far sideline, catch is made, and stopped inside the 15, down to the 11. Was that Eaton again? I believe it was. For 38 yards. First and 10 at the Ottawa 11.
No? Oh, yeah. Yeah, but this kid's pressing Sam.
Bowden to the left of Poggi.
They're just mad. They're mad. Yeah, it is.
It's Bowden looking for a hole right side. Fights his way down to around the 5. It'll be second down and 5 at the 6.
Or 2:27 maybe.
Again without a huddle. Poggi to throw. Across the middle, that pass is going to be intercepted. In the end zone. And it was Reese Fogel with the pick. So the Chieftains turn it over, and the Cyclones will get it at the 20.
He might have been going into the 2 route. No, I think he might have been trying to Dallas. Oh my goodness, that was awful. Awful.
At the end of one quarter at Lacine, Prairie View 32, Anderson County nothing. First and 10, Ottawa. Hand off to Clevenger, and Clevenger just got back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, maybe did not do that. It's like a loss of a yard, second and 11. High school football scoreboard show tonight at 10 o'clock on KOFO. Final game of the regular season. From the 19, second down 11 for Ottawa. McCullough to throw. He's got a man. Catch is made across the 25 and run out of bounds. Colin Creech with the reception for a gain of 6, third and 5. Vogel checks into the Cyclone lineup. He'll split this way as a receiver. McCullough this time from under center. And now Ottawa will use a timeout. Play clock down near 0. Cyclones will call the timeout. With 9:20 to play here in the first half, the score is Tonganoxie 28 and Ottawa nothing. We're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Advent Health Ottawa is keeping you safe by having all team members and visitors wear masks, practice social distancing strategies, taking temperature checks, and utilizing enhanced deep cleaning procedures. Your assistance and understanding are greatly appreciated because at Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Ottawa uses its first time out. Here's a score from Perry. Actually, from Perry tonight, where the Perry-Lecompton Cause are leading Santa Fe Trail at the end of the first quarter, 31-0. 3rd and 5, Ottawa. McCullough under center. Takes the run, wants to throw, and he'll be brought down in the backfield for a sack. Breaking through that time was Brandon Martin. And a loss all the way back to the 12-yard line, 4th and 18. Vogel in punt formation, standing at his own 2. This time end over in punt. Clydowski drops it, picks it up at the 44. He's across the midfield stripe into the Cyclone territory at about the 43 is where they're going to spot him. "42-yard kick with a return on the play of about 11 yards. And a Chieftain down right there at the spot after the play. At the end of one quarter at Paola, Panthers lead Lewisburg 6-0. Here it's 28-0 Tonganoxie. 7:59 to play in the half. Tomorrow afternoon, Ottawa University football. The Braves travel to Bethel to take on the Threshers. Kickoff is 1 o'clock. Pre-game with Bob Johnson at 12 noon. Bob and Casey Weeder will have the play-by-play for you of Ottawa and Bethel at 1 tomorrow afternoon. Tonganoxie will have good field position to start this drive at the Cyclone 43. Poggi will work from the shotgun. Directly behind him is Bowden. Bowden with the handoff up the middle, gets it across the 40 down to around the 37-yard line, maybe the 36. That'll be a gain of 6 on the play.
Cole's got to be more physical on his block. He's just like a guy. Okay, D-Mar run one.
2nd and 4, Chieftains. Rolling right is Poggi. Throws. Pass is intercepted.
He's the guy right in front of him.
And I think it was Fogel again. We'll check. Reese Fogel stepped in front of the intended receiver and picked it off, went out of bounds immediately, and the Cyclones will have it at their own 30. Second pick of the ball game for Fogel.
Hey, they're going quads left. Quads left. Oh, no, they're running. They're running a guy off. They're running a guy off. It's just Trips.
Trips come this way. Single man far side on 1st and 10. McCullough steps up, throws a deep ball downfield. That pass incomplete. Going to say that's Richards across the way, their intended receiver. Piper has scored again. They lead Bonner Springs 15-0. Clevenger behind McCullough. He gets the handoff, and he's met immediately by Dallas Bond. Loss of 2 on the play. And now 3rd and 12. Central Heights has scored, but they missed the 2-point conversion. They trail Pleasanton 8-6 with 5.5 to go in the second period. Vikings with a must-win situation here tonight to make the playoffs in Class 1A. 3rd and 12, a bit of a high snap. Rolling out is McCullough, and the pass off the hands of Clevenger falls incomplete, bringing up a 4th down situation. And again, it's Fogel into the ball game to punt it. Wellsville's tacked on another touchdown against West Franklin. Eagles lead 22-0. That game with 3 minutes to play in the half. Fogel, nice kick. And that's going to hit and roll out of bounds at the Tonganoxie 26. 46-yard kick. And the Chieftains will start it with 6:21 to play in the half, leading 28-0 from their own 26-yard line. Paola has scored once again. They lead Lewisburg 14-0 now, with about 9 minutes to go in the first half. There was also a flag down on that play, it looks like. So they'll mark that off from the end of the play, so it's going to push it all the way back inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. Dodgers still lead the Rays 1-0 game in the top of the third. Clydowski comes in motion, now reverses. Handoff goes to Bowden. Big hole, breaks to the outside, 25-30, 35-40, down the sidelines into Ottawa territory, and finally wrestled out of bounds at the Cyclone 40. 44-yard gain by Bowden. who already has about 200 yards in rushing tonight.
Supposed to get to the backside linebacker. Instead of putting his body on him, he reached out.
A new back this time in the backfield. Poggi to pass, and throws low. Was it caught? It was. Nice catch there by McWilliams.
Nobody's out there on him.
5-yard pickup. Under 6 minutes to go in the half. 2nd down and 5. Tonganoxie leading it 28-0. Running back in this set is Jackson Stevens. Poggi, straight drop, throws a post pattern downfield, pass just off the hands of the intended receiver who had a step on the defender. That was eaten at about the 5-yard line, couldn't bring it in. It'll be a 3rd and 5. Third and 5. Hand off to Stevens. Stevens hit at the line of scrimmage, fights forward for a yard, and that's about it.
Hey, on that one, it looked like they kind of overloaded a little bit. But they just bumped the backers over.
So now the Chieftains a 4th and long 3.
Did we forget you was in there?
Bowden is back in.
Hey, what is it?
Handoff Bowden. He's got the first down inside the 30 to around the 26 and a half, it appears. Poggi out of the shotgun.
Right now, you do, yeah, they're going to try to.
Bowden, left side this time, finds the opening, hits the hole, gets it down inside the 15, and there's a flag thrown in at the last minute.
Okay, on that, yeah. Yeah.
Personal foul on the Cyclones for grabbing the face mask. Half the distance penalty will make it a 1st and goal at the 7. Bowden once again trying the left side, fighting his way forward down to the 2. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and goal. Perry Lecompton has scored again. They lead Santa Fe Trail 38-0 in the 2nd period.
What is it? They've got a 9. It looks like they got a 9, a 6, and a 1.
Bowden, and he is in. Touchdown, Tonganoxie. Fourth touchdown of the night. And the Chieftains now lead it 34-0 with the extra point attempt coming up. McWilliams to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. There's time out on the field with 3:40 to play in the first half. Tonganoxie now leads 35-0. And we'll be back in with the kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones!
84-yard drive for the Chieftains, and Bowden with his fourth TD of the ball game. Vogel back deep for the Cyclones. Kick by McWilliams, far sideline, going to roll out of bounds. So Ottawa will have it at the 35. Dodgers have scored a couple more. They lead Tampa Bay 3-0 that game in the third.
Second quarter, Paola and 6 good for 0. I know they do.
Piper, with a minute 9 left in the half, has scored again against Bonner Springs. Pirates lead now 23-0. And Prairie View has tacked on another score, 39-0. They lead Anderson County. Sink, the running back. Running right is McCullough. Hit and stopped before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
Loss of 1. And Wellsville with another touchdown. Eagles having an easy time of it at home tonight against West Franklin, leading the Falcons 29-0.
I mean, yeah, Smart did a good job, but that kid wanted no part of blocking him either.
McCullough looks to throw, steps up, throws, and boy, was that pass caught. It was quite a catch right there. It was. Richards with a fine reception. Didn't get much yardage, but kind of picked that ball right up off his shoe tops, and he had to reach across his body to get it. He went down at the 38, so it's 3rd and 7. Clock is running, 2:24 to play in the first half, with Tonganoxie leading 35-0. McCullough looks, still looking, throws out in the flat, finds Sink, out near the first down yardage, but I think he stopped short by a yard. I'm sorry, it wasn't Sink, that was Wooden. He stopped short by a yard and a half. 4th down for Ottawa. And so now Tonganoxie will use a timeout. With 1:47 to play in the first half, Chieftains lead at 35-0. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
This is Eric Price, funeral director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
Do you know if your AC is ready to beat the heat this summer? You can find out by calling Adamson Brothers today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Tonganoxie thinking they're going to get the football back here on a 4th down 2 situation. Call a timeout. Baldwin at half leads Osawatomie tonight 26-0. Bulldogs got their first win last week and looking to make it 2 in a row here tonight. 4th and 2. Long signal count. Handoff goes to Wooden, hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Breaking through, Brandon Martin, and Tonganoxie will take over on downs with 1:43 left to play in the second period. At halftime, at Linden, the Tigers lead Uniontown tonight 33-0. Poggi looks to throw. Throws a deep post pattern. Man wide open. It's Eaton, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Here you go. Look at Bodie. You know how relieved he is? Yeah, he is. Maybe he'll start catching all the balls coming to him now.
Well, they ran that pattern before, and Eden could not make the catch. This time he hauled it in and went into the end zone. Extra point attempt by McWilliams is good. And there's timeout on the field with 1:36 to play before halftime. Tonganoxie now leads at 42-0. And we'll be back with the kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Ottawa High football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones!
One play, 42 yards after the Cyclones went for it on 4th and 2 and came up empty.
No, don't go to 8. Don't go to 8. That's not Lewisburg. Hey, that's what we... Yes. But right now.
Vogel is the deep man for the Cyclones.
Well, here's the thing. If the A's does not win, that helps a lot. Yeah.
McWilliams teeing it up. He's kicked the last couple out of bounds. Short kick this time. And that one's going to roll out of bounds again.
Yeah, we tell them, do not kick it out of bounds.
Like there's a drone across the way somewhere over there.
Hey, tell them, you can't get it right.
Landing over there by the Tonganoxie sideline. Ottawa comes up 1st and 10.
True, we do.
Pitch goes to Sink. Sink picked up and dropped at the line of scrimmage.
The kids on their sideline were jumping up and down with that.
Check that. It was Wooden on the carry.
Hey, two of their kids that are hurt were jumping up and down with that hit. That's awesome.
Second down 10. Paola has scored again. Their lead over Lewisburg is now 21-0. About 4 minutes to go in the first half there. Running right is McCullough, looking for a block, and picks up about 4 out near the 39. Time for one more play here, barring a timeout or a penalty. Cyclones have it 3rd down and long 5. McCullough will hand it off to Wooden once again, and Wooden gets it to the 40, but that's about it as time expires. And our score here at halftime is Tonganoxie 42, Ottawa nothing. And we'll be back after this 2-minute break. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Looking for a great after-school program? Check out the ORC's Entertainment U. Mr. Matt is excited to offer tutoring and activities for kindergartners through 5th graders. Register online or in person, and be sure to check us out on Facebook. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank, a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Are you a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts? You may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened, but your time to file a claim is limited. Call 800-882-9958. That's 800-882-9958 for more information. As a result of thousands of victims filing sexual abuse claims, the Boy Scouts have filed for bankruptcy protection, and the Bankruptcy Court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. If you are a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts, you may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened. Call for more information with one of our compassionate counselors today. Remember, the Bankruptcy Court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. Call 800-882-9958. That's 800-882-9958 today. Your call is completely anonymous. For more information on this claim, go to officialbsaclaims.com. Sponsored by Mark J. Byrne and Partners, LLP.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
But all Tonganoxie here in the first half. The Chieftains lead the Cyclones 42-0. Most of the damage offensively done by the All-Stater Tyler Bowden. He has touchdown runs of 48, 50, 26, and 2 yards. Blake Poggi has thrown 2 touchdown passes, a 20-yarder to Dallas Bond, a 42-yard strike to James Eaton, but he has thrown 2 interceptions. Reese Fogel with both of those interceptions. He's had quite a first half. Had a punt of 61 yards. Also another one of 42 and a third of 46. So he has an average right now of about 50 yards per kick. And he also had a nice kickoff return in that first half as well. But that's the only bright spot to speak of for the Cyclones, who trail here 42-0. Tonganoxie scored on their opening possession, a 56-yard drive, then came back after Ottawa punted away, drove it 85 yards for the 50-yard Bowden touchdown run. Then Ottawa failed to cover kickoff, and Tonganoxie recovered at the Cyclone 7. It only took them one play to score from there. And that made the score then 21-0. And then Bowden on a 26-yard run that capped off a 65-yard drive. It was 28-0 Tonganoxie at the quarter. They tacked on 2 more scores late in the first half. Bowden's 2-yard run finished off an 84-yard touchdown drive, and then after the Cyclones went for it on 4th and 2 and did not get it, it was just one play on the 42-yard pass from Poggi to Eaton, and that's where we stand here at intermission. 42-0. The Chieftains with the lead. We'll take a 2-minute break here and come back, have a report for you from the KOFO newsroom and the KOFO Weather Center. Tonganoxie leading at 42-0, and you are listening to Ottawa Cyclone football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu. Ottawa Chiropractic is ready to help with your chiropractic needs and implementing strict cleaning regimes for your family's health and safety. And speaking of family, Ottawa Chiropractic encourages family visits. Children can experience body trauma from jumping and tumbling, bouncing and bumping, but young bodies may also look to chiropractic care to improve chronic ear infection or sleep disturbance. Find out more. Call for your family appointment today at 785-242-BACK. That's 242-BACK. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 till 6, Tuesday and Friday, 7 till.
And better together. Some things just go better together. Plus 5 brand new songs, including Without You and Forever After All. Maybe some things last forever after all. What you see ain't always what you get. The new deluxe album from me, Luke Combs, is out now.
Sponsored by Riverhouse Artists in Columbia, Nashville.
Orangutans. They're beautiful, playful, and majestic, and disappearing. Every day, as many as 20 orangutans vanish. They starve to death when their homes are destroyed, or are killed when they stray into villages in search of food. International Animal Rescue is fighting for the survival of the critically endangered orangutan. But we can't do it without you. Please visit internationalanimalrescue.org and help us save orangutans before it's too late. That's internationalanimalrescue.org.
Good evening. Here are this hour's top stories. Bridges in Franklin County are in great need of repair. However, one bridge in particular has really caught the attention of county officials. The Jackson Road Bridge is in serious disrepair. Public Works Director David Lee says that bridge appears to be in critical need.
The Jackson Road Bridge, they're recommending something more substantial than that. They're actually recommending that we remove all of the concrete and replace it with new concrete and epoxy-coated reinforcing steel to tie it together. So I've asked our engineers for a little bit more information on that so that I can bring a good recommendation to Derek and you all on how to proceed with that bridge.
There are quite a few other bridges that are in need of some type of work. Lee says they require a bit less intensive work. A report on those bridges will be presented soon. Instead of complaining about the state of the world, we need to hunker down and solve problems. That's one message of State Senator Karen Tyson of Parker, who was one of several candidates to attend a forum at Legacy Square in Ottawa. Tyson says one way to give new life to rural areas is to use the internet.
We can expand broadband in the state, and when we do, we promote the economy. We allow people to telecommute from their homes. We create technical jobs where they can stay in our rural small communities. One of the things that hurt our communities more than anything, we used to have farmers on every acre and families on every 80 acres. We don't have that anymore. So we need to bring those people back, our family, our friends, back to the rural communities in Kansas and make this the great place that it is to live for all of us.
Tyson says she's concerned about government overreach and various restrictions enacted due to the COVID-19 crisis, and it's important to keep in mind that the people are the government. The exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast tonight, we have that freeze warning in effect mainly after midnight, widespread frost, overcast skies, a low down to 28. Tomorrow, widespread frost in the early morning hours before 10, otherwise a sunny day with a high near 50, overcast tomorrow night with a low of 38. Sunday, a 30% chance of rain, mainly before 1 p.m. Skies remain overcast, a high near 50. Sunday night, a 30% chance of rain between 1 and 5 a.m. Skies will be overcast, a low 27. And now, you're up to date. I'm Don Elliott, KOFO News.
Buy all your metal supplies from QSI. They not only sell steel and trim, but also windows, screws, underlayment, caulking, lumber, windows, doors, and much, much more. Visit us in Richmond or give us a call at 785-835-6100.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your local IQ marketing expert today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
Are you a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts? You may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened, but your time to file a claim is limited. Call 800-882-9958. That's 800-882-9958 for more information. As a result of thousands of victims filing sexual abuse claims, the Boy Scouts have filed for bankruptcy protection, and the Bankruptcy Court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. If you are a survivor of sexual abuse while in the Boy Scouts, you may be entitled to compensation, no matter how long ago the abuse happened. Call for more information with one of our compassionate counselors today. Remember, the Bankruptcy Court has set November 16, 2020 as the deadline for abuse survivors to file a claim. Call 800-882-9958. That's 800-882-9958 today. Your call is completely anonymous. For more information on this claim, go to officialbsaclaims.com. Sponsored by Mark J. Byrne and Partners, LLP.
Back here at Steve Grogan Stadium, where it's 42-0 Tonganoxie at the half. Let's take a look at other scores. Most of these are halftime scores that we have. Wellsville leading West Franklin 29-0 at the half. That is our KOFO game of the week at KOFO.com. Central Heights trails Pleasanton 8-6 at intermission. Piper shutting out Bonner Springs 23-0 at the half. Baldwin 26, Osawatomie 0, also a halftime score. Paola still undefeated and leading Lewisburg 21-0 at the half. Eudora 16-7, better than Spring Hill at halftime. 39-0 Prairie View over Anderson County. That's a second quarter score. At the half, Linden was leading Uniontown 33-0. Nothing to report to you on Humboldt at Osage City. Perry LeCompton at halftime is shutting out Santa Fe Trail 44-0. We have no score to report to you on Levo at Meridazine Valley or Chitopa at Waverly. In Game 3 of the World Series, the Dodgers have now opened up a 5-0 lead on the Rays, looking to jump out to a 2-1 series lead with a win here tonight. Here the score is 42-0, Tonganoxie leading Ottawa at halftime, and we'll take a look at the Cyclone and Ottawa University sports calendars after we take this 2-minute break. You're listening to Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
At vote411.org, you can find your polling place and the candidates listed on your ballot. Also available here are questions and answers posed to candidates about current issues. This message was provided by the League of Women Voters of Kansas.
Ottawa High School is proud to partner with Kansas State Bank to sponsor the Ottawa High Student of the Week. Those recognized are chosen by Ottawa High staff for their outstanding performance in one or more areas, including academic achievement, student leadership, athletic performance, community outreach, school spirit, and overall modeling of positive behavior at Ottawa High School. The faculty and staff at Ottawa High are proud to have our community support the students in their chosen activities. Creating tomorrow's problem solvers today. That's Ottawa High School. Go Cyclones! Cyclone fans, stand up and cheer. Ottawa debit cards are here. Show your Cyclone school spirit with an exclusive Ottawa High School debit card. Available only at Arvest Bank. Get yours today by opening a new checking account or upgrading your existing Arvest debit card. Even better, each card supports the Booster Club. Arvest encourages you to support local students and their after-school activities. Stop by their location on 3rd Street in Ottawa to get your Cyclones debit card today. Our Best Bank, member FDIC. Fees may apply.
Stressed out? Try Stress Balls De-Stressing Gummies. Eat a couple, and you'll feel like... That's because Stress Balls gummies contain a clinically proven herb called ashwagandha that becomes more effective over time at relieving stress. So later, your whole body feels like... until eventually your whole world feels like. So turn your stressed life into your best life and become a stress baller with Stress Balls Gummy Supplements.
Tonganoxie leads Ottawa 42-0 as the Cyclones back out onto the field. Take a look at the Cyclone sports calendar for this week. Regionals for cross country tomorrow. Those will be run up at Baldwin. Tomorrow, sub-state for the Cyclone volleyball team. They're the number 2 seed. They will play Paola in the first round, and that tournament being played down at Iola. And soccer, I believe, will draw the number 2 seed in their regional. They'll play either Monday or Tuesday, and it is, from what I can see, it looks like they'll be at Fort Scott. But those seedings will actually come out tomorrow. We'll have them for you sometime over the weekend or certainly by Monday morning on the KOFO News. The OU sports calendar, Ottawa University football tomorrow at 1 o'clock against the Bethel Threshers. Pregame begins at 12 o'clock. Cross-country runs at the Mid-States Classic in Winfield tomorrow, while men's soccer takes on Sterling. The ladies' game was postponed, and I believe that was due to a COVID situation. Volleyball travels to York. They will have a triangular there with York and also Sterling Warriors, and then they're back at home to take on Bethany on Wednesday. And men's basketball gets underway this week. The Braves take on Barclay College on Monday, and they have a home game against Baker on Wednesday, the 28th. So that is your Cyclone and Braves sports calendar. And we'll be back in 2 minutes. Tonganoxie leads 42-0, and this is Cyclone football on KOFO.
Some gifts don't come wrapped in packages with bows and ribbons. They aren't hidden away, then torn into with reckless abandon. Some gifts are needs, like food or shelter, and those can be the most precious of all. In a year with fewer red kettles, help rescue Christmas for those facing poverty with a $25 monthly donation. Enlist in Love's Army at givewestwood.org.
Stressed out? Try Stress Balls De-Stressing Gummies. Eat a couple, and you'll feel like... That's because Stress Balls gummies contain a clinically proven herb called ashwagandha that becomes more effective over time at relieving stress. So later, your whole body feels like... until eventually your whole world feels like... So turn your stressed life into your best life and become a stress baller with Stress Balls Gummy Supplements.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
Just about set for the second half of play. A couple of score updates for you. Wellsville has scored early in the third to lead West Franklin 35-0. And Prairie View in the early stages of the third period has picked up another score on Anderson County. The Buffaloes now lead that game 45-0. So a lot of blowouts going on in the area tonight, including this ball game, 42-0. Tonganoxie. Cyclones will get the football to start the second half. Cyclones will play next Friday night, most likely at Paola. The Panthers are beating Lewisburg at half by 21, and if Paola wins that game, they will be the number 1 seed on the east side of the 4A bracket, and the Cyclones will travel there most likely for a 7 o'clock game next Friday evening. Keep your radios tuned to KOFO. We'll let you know what time that game actually is scheduled to kick. Ottawa's going to move left to right here in the third period. I believe we will have a running clock. And it's going to be a different kicker out there this time, Daniel Cesotti, teeing the ball up. Reese Fogel is the deep man. Punch to the far side. That one's going to go out of bounds. And Tonganoxie continues to kick their kickoffs out of bounds. The Cyclones will start once again at the 35-yard line. Ottawa comes up with single receiver left, one man right, diamond formation with 2 backs to either side of McCullough and a deep back. And the handoff goes to the deep back and finding his way forward for about a yard. And let's see who that was. Looks like that was Clevenger on the carry for a pickup of 1. High school football scoreboard show comes your way tonight at 10 o'clock here on KOFO. Second down, 9. Keeping is McCullough, looking for an opening, spins away from a tackler, picks up a yard, but that's about it. Third and 8 for Ottawa. .46 to play, third period. Empty backfield this time. 3-man front for Tonganoxie. Blitz coming from around the edge. And McCullough read it. He'll put it down and run, and he'll run it out to around the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. That is shy of the first down. He avoided Martin, who was coming on a swing blitz to the left side, but stopped short of the first down, fourth down, and a couple. Ottawa went for it late in the first half in this situation. Did not make it. Let's see if the Cyclones elect to try it here. Play clock is running down. 10 seconds as Ottawa gets to the line. Clevenger is the back. Quick snap. McCullough throw on the flat, and the pass off the hands of the intended receiver, Reese Fogel, and Tonganoxie will take over at the 43. At this point, we do not have a running clock. They may be waiting to do that in the fourth quarter. There are different rules out there about this, and I guess it's always up to the teams involved. Poggi, the quarterback, Bowden behind him. Handoff to Biden, right side. Finds an opening. He's across the 40, down inside the 35, and close to first down yardage, and looks to have it at around the 32 and a half.
Relax a little bit and try to play.
First and 10, Chieftains. Bowden once again, this time tries the left side, breaks tackles, broke another one. Oh, made a great fake on Fogel. He's into the end zone, touchdown. Oh, my goodness. $32 yards this time for the touch. McWilliams to try the extra point. And a kick up and good.
All right.
9:53 to play in the third period. The score now, Tonganoxie 49 and Ottawa nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Before Olay, having dry skin was a struggle. Turns out my old body wash was the problem. New Olay Skincare Inspired Body Wash with vitamin C, collagen, and hyaluronic acid improves skin 3 times better versus the leading body wash after 14 days, based on clinical moisture retention. And now helps stop dry skin before it starts with new Olay Rinse Off Body Conditioner. Find new Olay Skincare Inspired Body Wash online or in stores.
Tyler Bowden with his 5th touchdown run of the night. This one a 32-yarder. The touchdown runs by Bowden just on their own have covered 158 yards. Bowden has got to be close to 250 total on the ground. As Cesati will kick it off. Pooch kick, fielded by an up back at the 23, drops it and then falls on it at the 25. So this time Ottawa from their own 25 to start. And now we do have a running clock going.
Hey, all right, get somebody for down. So, you want somebody for down? And you guys get in the corner here in a minute. You get Bodie. 10 men for Bodie there.
Ottawa working from the wishbone here on first down. Quick handoff inside, picking up about 3. As I think I heard Jerry Chappell say sink on the carry. Always trying to find new and different ways to determine who's got the football for the Cyclones. The red jerseys with the black numerals outlined very lightly in white, just about impossible to read. 2nd and 7. Keeping is McCullough. Gets a couple out to the 25. Brings up a 3rd down 5. Eudora leading Spring Hill 16-13 now in the third period. Ottawa comes up once again in the wishbone on 3rd and 5. And to throw McCullough across the middle, has his man, and a catch made across the 45. That was Zion Wooden with the catch. Ottawa has it at their own 48, 1st and 10. Quick hitter this time. Once again, I think that's Sink. Out to about the 50 for a 2-yard pickup. Second down 8. Clock is running, 6:52 to play in the third period. Now Clevenger comes in for Ottawa. Tonganoxie leads 49-0. Out of the shotgun, McCullough. Option right. And brought down to the backfield. Chased down from behind. And once again, it's Brandon Martin making the play. Loss of 3. And the Cyclones check that loss of 5. Now it'll be a 3rd and 13. Ottawa goes back to the bone. McCullough fakes into the line, throws across the middle, pass incomplete. And it'll bring up a 4th down situation.
Don't put anybody back.
So Fogle will drop into punt formation, nobody back deep for Tonganoxie. Good snap. And a kick by Fogle with nobody back. That'll roll inside the 15 and all the way down to the 10. So that is a 45-yard boot for Fogle with no return. And long field for the Chieftains here on this drive. Let's see if they still have their starters in. It appears that Stevens is in now at running back. Handoff goes to Stevens off the left side, fights it across the 10 out near the 15. Picks up about 4.
This guy's so far outside of it. It's fine. Yeah.
Looks like the quarterback now is Gabe Bailey, Jr. Stevens again off the left side, fighting his way out to around the 17-yard line before he's pushed back. And so a 3rd and 4 situation. Tonganoxie has not punted here tonight. They have turned it over twice and turned it over on downs one time. Stevens, once again, in the backfield, fights his way forward for a yard, but that's it. He'll be shy of the 1st down. So fourth down. Ottawa drops a man back. Kind of a short punt formation here. Bit of a high snap, but the kick away by Bailey. Hits at the 47 of Tonganoxie. Hit the Cyclone player. Loose ball. Who got it? Ottawa got it back. Another couple touchdowns actually on the board for Piper. They now lead Bonner Springs 37-0 with 8 minutes to play in the third period. First and 10 Cyclones.
That's what I'm looking. No.
Clock is running. 1:07 to play in the third period. 49-0 Chieftains with the lead. Handoff to Clevenger, finding his way forward, and gets it out to about the 48 for a gain of 2.
Oh, he is.
Second down and 8 for Ottawa. Creech trying to turn the corner, finds an opening, has the first down, and run out of bounds at about the 42 of Tonganoxie. And that'll be the final play of the third period. At the end of 3 quarters, the score, Tonganoxie 49, Ottawa nothing. And we'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOF.
And better together. Some things just go better together. Plus 5 brand new songs, including Without You and Forever After All. Maybe some things last forever after all. What You See Ain't Always What You Get, the new deluxe album from me, Luke Combs, is out now.
Sponsored by Riverhouse Artists in Columbia, Nashville.
Every 16 minutes, someone dies on our nation's highways, resulting in thousands of fatalities a year. You can help stop this tragedy. Buckle up. Buckle up everyone in the vehicle. Wear helmets. Pay attention and reduce distractions. While October 10th is Put the Brakes on Fatalities Day, we need you to think about traffic safety every day. Don't let time run out.
Brought to you by the Kansas Department of Transportation and this station.
Getting set for the fourth quarter, Ottawa has the football first and 10 at the Tonganoxie 43. Single receivers each side. McCullough will throw down the flat, has his man. And the catch made, brought down immediately at the 40. Jose Richards on the reception for a pickup of 4. Paola now leading Lewisburg 28-0. And Wellsville has scored again, 42-0 better than West Franklin tonight. McCullough steps up, throws a deep ball down the sideline up for grabs, and the catch is going to be not made. Looked like it was Fogle and looked like he could have pushed off, but there was no penalty flag. It'll be a 3rd and 6
Hey, tell Trevor good defense over there. That looked good.
At the end of 3, Linden leading Uniontown tonight, 41-0. Tigers will get a first-round home playoff game next week. Wooden on the carry, spinning inside the 40, down to about the 37. And now a late penalty flag thrown by the back judge.
Still going at Gabe after the play. He did. He shoved. That's what he did. He did. He threw the kid away from him. There's no. They wanted to go throwing it on Gabe. Bullshit. That's bullshit.
Personal foul against Tonganoxie.
Past him. He got off of the block.
So I'll give the Cyclones a first down inside the 25 at about the 22.
The kid was still blocking Gabe. Oh my goodness, dude, that's terrible.
Cyclones will send single receiver to the near side, trips to the far side. Hand off up the middle. And not much there this time. And who was that? That was Clevenger. And now lots.
Number 5 just hit Gabe. Number 5
lots
punched Gabe in the helmet.
Of action going on there, and referees stepping in quickly to try to make sure this doesn't escalate. Dead ball foul and sportsmanlike against Tonganoxie.
He punched him. That's bullshit. Hey, I was going to say. Hey, guys, we're on the radio right now. Keep that down, please. Sorry. I know you're upset.
Half the distance to the goal line penalty. Pushes it down to the 11, and Ottawa will have a first down there. At the end of 3, Piper leading Bonner Springs tonight 45-0, and now we'll have a timeout. Timeout will come with 8:25 to play in the football game. Tonganoxie leads Ottawa 49-0, and we'll return in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Walgreens has always been there to help make your healthcare easier. From making sure you have the prescriptions you need to answering any questions you have about them. Now, easy. $0 copay on Tier 1 generic drugs when enrolled in a plan with Walgreens as a preferred pharmacy.
Ottawa has its deepest penetration of the night to the 11-yard line of Tonganoxie, 1st and 10. Cyclones will go from the shotgun with Clevenger to the right of McCullough. We're not ready for action yet, though. The official's still talking out around the 25-yard line.
Are we in gold on that side? Are we in gold? Okay, I just want to make sure.
McCullough on 1st and 10, rolls right. Looks, throws, has a man. Looks like it was Creech, and he's out of bounds at about the 7, maybe the 6. Pick up on the play of 5, 2nd down. Check that 4, 2nd down and 6. Wellsville and West Franklin now at the end of 3, and it's all Eagles tonight. 42-0. This time McCullough will roll left. He'll keep it himself. Heads for the end zone. Touchdown, Ottawa. Flag thrown, though. Flag thrown late, but in an area where you would expect to see a holding call. Hold against Ottawa. So instead of a touchdown, the Cyclones will face a second down and 16 back at the 17-yard line. Wellsville with another score, 48-0 now. McCullough looks to throw. Now the flat has his man, that's Fogle, and Fogle is wrestled out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. They'll spot it at the 11, so 3rd and 10.
There's a lot of space over here.
Clevenger to the left of McCullough. Sykes have trip receivers left. McCullough rolls left, looking to throw, throws, and a pass is knocked away. Looked like it might have actually been knocked away by a Cyclone receiver in front of the intended receiver. And they're holding against Ottawa High. Clock continues to run. We're at 5:30 to play in the game. And the 10-yard mark-off's going to move it all the way back to the 22. And now Ottawa 3rd and 21. World Series Game 3 is now in the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers shutting out the Rays 5-0. Here is Tonganoxie 49, Ottawa 0. McCullough steps up, now throws off balance and throws incomplete into double coverage, but the pass was out of bounds anyway. And now a 4th down situation. And the Cyclones will ask for time here. With 4:32 remaining, Tonganoxie 49, Ottawa 0, back in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone football on KOFO.
Some gifts don't come wrapped in packages with bows and ribbons. They aren't hidden away, then torn into with reckless abandon. Some gifts are needs, like food or shelter, and those can be the most precious of all. In a year with fewer red kettles, help rescue Christmas for those facing poverty with a $25 monthly donation. Enlist in Love's Army at givewestwood.org.
Ottawa 4th down and 21. OU football tomorrow afternoon. Braves 2-0 on the season take on the undefeated Bethel Threshers down in North Newton. Ottawa needs to reach the 1 for a first down here. McCullough under pressure, throws deep down the field, pass is incomplete. Nearly picked off in the end zone, but Cyclones will turn it over on downs. Perry Lecompton has scored another touchdown. They lead Santa Fe Trail 52-0. Spring Hill has taken the lead on Eudora 20-16. With 1:15 to go in that one. At the 22, 1st and 10. With the clock running the play clock all the way down. Handoff goes to Stevens, who breaks a couple tackles, fights his way forward, flag down.
Blank Hardy.
Infraction is holding against Tonganoxie. Negates a nice run by Jackson Stevens. Clock continues to run. We're at 2:53 to play.
That's a back call on the whole.
First down, 11.
He doesn't know. Isaiah doesn't know. Isaiah doesn't know the route. Okay, now again, he just looked at you like confused and he held his hands up at first.
Bailey looks to throw. And a pass is going to be intercepted. And touchdown, Ottawa. Let's see who it was. Xavier Vink with the touchdown. So Fogle will tack on the extra point, hopefully. And Ottawa calls a timeout. We'll keep it right here since we'll take the timeout after the extra point attempt. Actually, we probably should take it right here, but team's coming back pretty quickly, so we won't do that. So, Vink, 22 yards on the pick six. And the Cyclones get on the board late here, just as they did last week against Lewisburg.
I don't know why he threw it, though. The kid was standing right there. He threw it there, he did.
Extra point attempt by Fogle is up, and it's good. So it's timeout on the field, 1:37 to play in the football game. The score is Tonganoxie 49, Ottawa 7, and we'll have the kickoff for you in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Orangutans. They're beautiful, playful, and majestic, and disappearing. Every day, as many as 20 orangutans vanish. They starve to death when their homes are destroyed, or are killed when they stray into villages in search of food. International Animal Rescue is fighting for the survival of the critically endangered orangutan. But we can't do it without you. Please visit internationalanimalrescue.org and help us save orangutans before it's too late. That's internationalanimalrescue.org.
Final score from Wellsville, the Eagles shutting out West Franklin tonight, 48-0. They finished second in that 2A district. Spring Hill has dipped Eudora tonight, 20-16 with a late touchdown. Those are the two finals we have. Ottawa will kick it off.
They lost 16-20.
An hour from now, the high school football scoreboard show for you. Scores and reports on games from around the state of Kansas, final night of the regular season. Ottawa will travel to Paola next week, barring a miracle finish by Lewisburg in that ball game. Line drive kick goes out of bounds. And so Tonganoxie will start from the 35.
All right, hey, we're done with that. Yeah, we're done.
And Bailey takes the knee. Ottawa will fall to 1-7 on the year. Tonganoxie will move their record to 7-1. Tonganoxie will host a first-round playoff game in Week 9. The opponent really has not yet been determined. Play clock inside 10, and Bailey will let it run almost all the way down before he takes the snap. And he'll need to do that one more time, I believe. See when they start the ball for play. Yeah, one more time. Paola has scored once again. They lead now 35-0 over Lewisburg.